Hi, welcome to this video. I will explain how this Catering Corp Mode works for specific account. In this case, it's catering, um, and this is the dashboard of the owner. Yeah, so basically, it's one dashboard where you can control all your sites and all the menus that site has, and all the orders, the kitchen, mm, the items, everything. So I will go through section. Now we're gonna watch. We're gonna see the menus and branding. I will start with this. Now we are in caterers catering. Yeah, and I created two sites. As example, Bella Vista Office and ResMed. Um, you can also add new sites by simple add new site name and a specific URL for the name of that. It's not a problem. Um, After creating the site, you can copy that menu or duplicate menus, which is quite simple. For example, copy this menu from one site to another site, and then you can edit the items. That is quite simple. So first, we're gonna focus on these two sites. Each one of those sites has a corresponding menu. So we'll go to menus. So at the top here, you can select which site you want to see. Bella Vista menu or ResMed. Yeah, in this case, we had these four menus, and to edit this menu is quite simple. Edit items. And you can choose one of the items. For example, if you click in stock, it will automatically put out of stock, and it won't appear in the live menu. If you want to edit it, you can change the name, the description, the price, the photo, the tags, if including free, vegan, not free. You can add suggested items. When a person clicks in the item in the menu, that will suggest these items also as an add-on. You can add modifiers here in add group. For example, if you add a group, you put any name like category and add options, 12 pack, whatever you have in mind. You can add price or not, and you can add it like max selections. For example, if you offer an item with many flavors, the guest can only choose 3. You can add max selection of 3 and save changes. For this case, I created a size, large and extra large, and a different price, and add sauces, ketchup and mayo with no price, so they can select if they want, and then save changes. So at the moment you add a new modifier, you can see in the live menu. The live menu, you can see the large option or the mayo or ketchup, yeah, and add to the order. And when they add to the order, you guys can see here large and ketchup. Yeah, so that will appear also on the delivery docket and the kitchen prep. So that's about modifiers. Plus, here you can select any categories, for example platters, and drag and drop, yeah, to modify the how this looks in the menu, yeah, or delete it, yeah. Add new items, yeah. It's very intuitive. At this part of modifiers, in this section, the modifiers applies to the whole category, not individually. For example, if you have specific options for the whole category, in this case I add as an example napkins, yes or no, or any item or any modifier you want to add, you can make it and save. and it will appear to the whole group. For example, I'm going to platters and the breakfast menu for ResMed, which is this side. We have the platters here, and if I choose any of the items, it will show the modifier group. Yeah, napkin, yes, no. And it will show here also. Then we had branding. Branding, you can select the time zone where you live right now. You can add a banner into the menu if you want. Social review, you can show for your Instagram account or a Google review link. You can add it and it will show into the menu page so they can leave your review. Contact info and announcement bar, it will show at the top of the menu. You can have, for example, this week is a special discount or any offer or any new product or whatever you have in mind. The contact number, email. Tax invoice, I think this is not applied for this mode because we are not. You can also send invoices to your clients, up to you. And notifications, daily summary or weekly report, you will receive by email the report of the start of the week about all the orders and etc. And then in site settings, okay, I will explain this. You have two site actives in this case. So you have the option to share the QR code for the people who wants you to join to that corresponding menu. You can share the QR code. You can share a link. With this link, someone can just click in that link. So when someone enter to that link, they can type the email and the name and will get an email to have access to the menu. Okay, so after that, that person can just log in to the corresponding menu and place the orders. So nobody outside that people list can have access to the menu. Okay, I think that's clear. Also, here's the Sophie, the event coordinator. Like I'm gonna explain here. In the menu, we have the self-serve options that people can just click and select the date, the event, like here. But also they have the option to chat with Sophie, clicking here on the left hand side, the bottom, plan an event, and literally they can organize the full events, multi-day events with different times. Everything can can organize with Sophie. Okay, so we're gonna spend time in that later. I just wanna show you quickly here. Sophie has rules that you can add it. For example, the most common events they had, the minimum order here at the bottom, minimum order notice required 24 hours, a daily cutoff, yeah, or any tips you can add here so Sophie can understand everything. And example prompts, this is what you can see here. Morning tea for 20, board lunch in the boardroom. So there are like shortcuts that common events that you have, that people have in that site. So it's an easy way to approach Sophie. You can add as many as you want. Yeah. And this one, intake checklist, I will explain in another video because that's regarding to the email intake that you can add it. This is a new feature, so this is another video. All right, this is for now, and I will prepare for video for the next sections.